When you think of Ireland, you might picture rolling green hills, lively music, and friendly faces. But hidden in the shadows is the Kinahan Cartel, a name that strikes fear across the globe. Known as the world's most dangerous Irish gang, the Kinahans have built an empire of crime fueled by drugs, money, and bloodshed. This is no ordinary gang. The Kinahan Cartel operates like a multinational corporation with a reach that stretches from Dublin to Dubai. They've turned violence into a weapon, power into a business, and fear into their identity. From deadly feuds to global money laundering, their story is a dark tale of how one family turned crime into a deadly legacy. The rise of the Kinahan dynasty. From shadowy streets to global crime lords, the Kinahan family isn't just a criminal cartel, they're a dynasty of fear and power. At the heart of their story is the family's ability to turn crime into a global empire. Led by Christy Kinahan, often called the Dapper Don for his elegant look and gentlemanly manner, the family rose from Dublin's rough underworld to control a multi-million-dollar network. What's chilling is how they've blended charm and ruthlessness to solidify their grip on the criminal world. Christy Kinahan, the patriarch, wasn't just any criminal. Fluent in multiple languages and with a background in international finance, he wasn't your typical street thug. He brought a level of sophistication to crime that transformed the Kinahan name into a feared and respected brand in organized crime. His sons, Daniel and Christopher Jr., inherited not just his smarts, but his ambition, taking the family's operations to new heights. What makes the Kinahan family particularly dangerous is their bond. Blood ties give them a level of trust and loyalty that other criminal organizations crave. They don't just run a cartel. They protect their empire like a family business, with every betrayal met with quick, often brutal retribution. Their strength lies in this unity, making them harder to infiltrate and dismantle. A global crime syndicate under international scrutiny. While the Kinahan cartel's roots are in Ireland, their operations span the globe. From drug trafficking to arms dealing, the cartel has established a vast transnational network. This international reach has drawn the attention of law enforcement agencies worldwide, including Europol and the US Drug Enforcement Administration, DEA. One of the cartel's most significant operations involves smuggling vast quantities of cocaine and heroin into Europe. These narcotics generate billions in profits, which are funneled through elaborate money laundering schemes. The cartel's ability to operate across borders complicates efforts to dismantle its operations. Despite increasing scrutiny, the Kinahan cartel has proven remarkably resilient. They exploit gaps in international cooperation, such as countries with inadequate laws regarding extradition, to evade capture. This adaptability demonstrates the challenges law enforcement faces when combating organized crime on a global scale. The Regency Hotel attack, a ruthless public spectacle. An important turning point in Irish gangland history was the 2016 attack on the Regency Hotel. On that fateful February afternoon, the Kinahan cartel executed an outrageous and bold attack during a boxing weigh-in. Gunmen, disguised as members of the Gardaí, Irish police, stormed the event and opened fire with automatic weapons. The attack was a direct assassination attempt on members of the rival Hutch gang. The chaotic scene unfolded in broad daylight, with terrified bystanders rushing for cover. Tragically, David Byrne, a known Kinahan associate, was killed. The attack was broadcast worldwide, exposing the cartel's willingness to operate in public spaces without regard for civilian safety. The Regency Hotel attack was more than a single violent episode. It was the spark that escalated the raging Kinahan-Hutch feud into an all-out gang war. This dramatic event showcased the cartel's extreme audacity and reinforced their brutal reputation. More importantly, it signaled to law enforcement and the public that Ireland's gangland violence had reached unforeseen levels, where even public spaces were no longer safe from the bloodshed. The deadly Kinahan-Hutch feud. The feud between the Kinahan cartel and the Hutch family is a story of never-ending vengeance and escalating violence. Originating from a dispute over a failed drug shipment, this bitter rivalry has claimed dozens of lives over the years. Following the Regency attack, a cycle of revenge killings began. Each murder was bloodier than the last, as the gangs were trying to one-up each other in brutality. Innocent lives were lost alongside gang members, illustrating the collateral damage of this hatred. For the Kinahan Cartel, violence is more than a tool. It's a way of life. Their use of foreign hitmen, often flown in to carry out precise assassinations, underscores their careful planning and international reach. This blood feud has not just destroyed families, but also left entire communities living in fear. It highlights the dark reality of gangland warfare. No one is truly safe. Sophisticated money laundering, a web of deception. The Kinahan Cartel's empire is fueled by money, and laundering their illegally obtained gains is a critical part of their operation. Using methods as varied as gold trading and real estate investments, the cartel has perfected the art of turning dirty money into legitimate wealth. One notable tactic involves the use of gold. The cartel purchases gold in bulk, melts it down to remove serial numbers, and then sells it through legitimate markets. This method makes tracing the origins of the funds nearly impossible. Similarly, they invest in high-value real estate across Europe and the Middle East, using shell companies and offshore accounts to hide their ownership. These schemes present significant challenges for authorities attempting to seize the cartel's assets. The complexity of their money laundering operations ensures that even when one method is uncovered, others remain operational. This financial sophistication is one of the reasons the Kinahan Cartel has managed to maintain its power and influence for so long. Boxing connections, a dangerous blend of sports and crime. One of the most controversial aspects of the Kinahan Cartel's story is its connection to the world of boxing. Daniel Kinahan, one of the cartel's leaders, has used the sport as a platform to gain legitimacy and expand his network. His involvement with high-profile boxers, including Tyson Fury, has raised eyebrows and sparked outrage. By associating with respected athletes and promoting boxing events, Daniel Kinahan attempted to present himself as a legitimate businessman. This strategy allowed him to move within elite circles, shielding his criminal activities from scrutiny. However, this connection has also negatively impacted the reputation of boxing, with many questioning how deeply the sport has been compromised by organized crime. The Kinahan Cartel's ties to boxing reveal a troubling reality. Crime and respectability are often two sides of the same coin. For the public, this revelation has complicated perceptions of the sport and the individuals involved, raising questions about the moral compromises made in pursuit of fame and fortune. Violent tactics, fear as a weapon. The Kinahan Cartel's reputation for violence is unmatched. Their enforcers, often recruited from international criminal networks, are willing to go to any lengths to maintain control. From brutal assassinations to public shootings, the cartel's tactics are designed to promote fear in rivals and communities. In their quest for dominance, the cartel has demonstrated a chilling disregard for human life. Innocent bystanders have been caught in the crossfire of their bloody feuds, underscoring the devastating impact of their activities on ordinary citizens. This violence is not random, it is calculated and purposeful, aimed at sending a message to anyone who dares to oppose them. The use of foreign hitmen, in particular, highlights the cartel's ruthlessness. These hired killers are professional, efficient, and untraceable, making them ideal tools for the Kinahan's deadly operations. This reliance on violence has left a lasting scar on Irish society, where the fear of revenge by gangs remains strong. Dubai's sanctuary, a safe haven for the cartel. In recent years, many of the Kinahan Cartel's leaders, including Daniel Kinahan, have taken refuge in Dubai. The city's inadequate financial regulations and lack of extradition treaties make it an attractive haven for criminals seeking to evade justice. Dubai's luxurious lifestyle offers the perfect cover for the cartel's leaders. While living luxuriously, they continue to oversee their global operations, far from the reach of Irish and European law enforcement. This sanctuary highlights a major challenge in the fight against organized crime: the inability to enforce justice across international borders. Efforts to extradite Kinahan leaders from Dubai have been met with legal and diplomatic obstacles. Despite international pressure, the cartel's leaders remain untouchable, shielded by the complexities of global law. This situation underscores the urgent need for greater international cooperation in combating transnational criminal activity. The Kinahan Cartel stands as a tragic example of the devastating impact of organized crime. From the shocking violence of the Regency Hotel attack to their international money laundering schemes, the cartel has left an indelible mark on Ireland and beyond. This tale of bloodshed and greed serves as a sharp reminder of the challenges faced by law enforcement and communities. As the Kinahan Cartel continues to adapt and evade capture, the battle against organized crime remains an urgent and ongoing struggle.